in Odessa to be specific, and I'm in this big ass, and when I say big ass, I mean like big house. Check out this guy, you guys remember him?
Boom!
Yeah. You can exit on the top. Yes.
So what the heck am I doing here? Ilya hit me up and was like, hey, you wanna do something with Red Bull? I was like, yeah. Had this crazy concept of doing something with drones and drifting. That's the car.
There's the car.
We'll see that tomorrow. Driver. So I basically have to trust that guy.
There are 3 or 4 guys competing. In one moment, we see one drone smashing into the wall. One of the drones crashed. We need you. Where are you at? You're asking Alex, like, dude, can you bring me there? He's like, okay, yeah, of course, no problem. Drifting. In 2 seconds, the paint is falling right on the windshield. We see the drone. It's flying right near the car. And then the party is on because we're shooting Alex's car drifting with his windshield whitened and you in it.
Okay. It is 7:24 a.m. here local time. 6:24 p.m. back at home. Today it's time to go to work. Hey, this is the man right here. This is the man right here. Top drift champ right here, dude. Look at that. Look at all that. Hopefully I have that many trophies like one day. So we are inside Alex. Is this your main drift car? Yes. And in the US, this would never happen. This is already starting off to be a crazy ass trip. I'm so glad that I'm here. You probably don't see that either. That's how you take the windows off. I love it. We are basically at a training ground because I gotta fly inside the car while it's drifting sideways. You're not just going straight in the car. So there's constantly G-forces pushing you to the side. It's gonna be nuts, man. And that's why we need to practice to make sure we can figure this out without throwing up too much, hopefully. I brought with me like 4 drones. I am his eyes. So it's not really about going fast here. So I'm probably gonna drop my camera angle a little bit. I'm going with these 50-51 props on a low KV. That way I've got some very good throttle resolution here. And it should actually be efficient. So I should be able to fly for quite some time. And if not, you know, after a couple runs, I'll switch it up and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, got it. Where do we end up? Yeah.
That is hard as hell. What I'm actually having a harder time with is just the transition, because you just get thrown around in there, and trying to hold on to your radio is just the hardest thing in the world. But on Friday, we're gonna be in a city.
Wake up, Tommy, wake up.
I'm trying. Awake now.
She's awake. Me not. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good now. These are the scenes where it's being shot in the city, so there's no paint on the car yet. So this is a lot easier from that point but it was still hard because while we did get the permits and we did have police blocking off certain areas, it still didn't stop the traffic 100% and it didn't stop foot traffic. You're gonna notice that there's cars parked. Those aren't supposed to be there. Those cars were just there, and any person, they weren't actors, they were just there, and when they saw that we were trying to shoot something, they hung around and we started to gain a crowd at like 5 a.m., 5:30 in the morning.
Saw that the cops were following you. I was holding traffic over here. You just started and there was a cop car. They switch on all the and they came to the crossroad, and there our cops started talking. Oh, no, it's okay. But they were following.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't break any rules.
Yeah, it was green, so he didn't break any rules.
Yeah.
I was going left. I almost put my sign left.
This is pretty much production life right here. Today is a critical day, and it's critical because they got special permits. It's gonna be like a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing to be able to come here to their marketplace out in Odessa. And more importantly, I only had 1 day of training to get used to flying FPV drifting. It is a completely discombobulating thing that can get you nauseated real quick, especially when Alex is driving. Like he's walking around like ain't no thing. It's pretty intense. Look, we just turned up. Fire truck, just in case me and Alex catch on fire. This is it. This is where the paint splats all over his windshield, and now he's gonna be basically drifting FPV. I'm gonna be flying FPV while he's drifting, and we're gonna be navigating through container ships. This is gonna be crazy. I'm getting tossed around, right? Trying to just keep this view for him steady is like incredibly hard. So every time the car would transition into another corner or another direction, you would see that in the quad because again, it was just incredibly hard to do. But we did it. Sorry, man. So that happened. And it was kind of crazy, but we're all okay. Kind of got out of view, and the next thing I knew is just boom. So hopefully they can fix that. So the plan is they're gonna get the backup car now, but I got a couple of repairs to do because I've got this ESC that for whatever reason burnt out, and then this is the one that crashed as a result of the car crashing. So they went back, they towed the car back home, they got the backup car. We don't want it to happen again. He did not fly it via FPV, but I will say that 100% of the time in all of the shots where there's a mini quad that's supposed to be following it, I was still doing it. Now we're moving on to the most difficult part of this whole shoot, which is what they're calling the labyrinth, which is basically going in between the container ships. This is how sensitive race cars are, right? A little pothole, I don't know, an inch will f up your car. Good news is, race team, they've got spare parts, but what we don't have plenty of is time. We've got what, 3-4 hours left here?
3 hours, not more.
They towed the car back to the shop. Think that they can get it fixed. And we've got, oh, I don't know, maybe 30 more minutes.
The sun goes down at 8:15.
So the goal is if he can get here in time with the car fixed, then we can at the very least get the most important part, which is just the exit shot. All right, crazy news. They're gonna be here in like 5 minutes and it's gonna be like go, go, go. So it looks like we're gonna be able to get our closing shot. Oh, here they come. All right, gotta go. The nick of time, as you can see the sun is like pretty much gone. We got it! We're getting ready to shoot the scene where we're coming into the spot, the drone race. Alex is gonna do a crazy burnout and then I step out the car like a badass. Super hard, easily one of the hardest productions that I've ever done. I'm telling you, the production team that you need to make this happen has to be like over the top. And we made it happen. So big shout out to this whole crew, everybody that's been part of this. Amazing job. Last day of shooting, basically just pick up shots of the dialogue inside the car, and it sounds like they're gonna let me go ahead and try and drift the car. Oh, what? I hope I do well.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh my god, this is okay.
You see, 350Z is one of the easiest cars to drift. Ideal car.
See, now I'm gonna want one. I almost had it!
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Oh my god, I just did that. I am so impressed that you
come on,
can
man.
do that. That is because you gotta be able to see.
The most difficult thing was to turn off all my usual feelings. I have to be a drone racer to understand what's going on. But at the same time, I have to make my muscles work as I'm drifter. That was the most difficult point over there, and well, we did it.
Dude,
yeah, we did it, dude.
This guy is... I can't believe he's able to do that.
This guy makes the best view for drifters.
Big thank you to everybody again. Help make this happen. To all of you guys for making me feel welcome and comfortable at all times. And I really hope that this comes out successful. And I think I just finished this like just in time. I think they're calling me up to go board. All right, I'm out.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, bam!
Can somebody yell cut or something?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm falling in love here.
I'm already did.